It is day 3 of New Mexico's great 2-week reset. I think the power has gone out. I haven't seen a single human being in like 2 hours. I don't know if I'm the only person left alive or... Wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh, 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 no, wait, nope, no excitement. Just the camera was covered. My bad. So, day 3 of New Mexico's great 2-week lockdown, and I tell you what, I'm loving it. I'm going to tell you why I'm loving it. I know. Unpopular opinion. I love this lockdown on a personal opinion, and I don't like it on a I love our rights and freedoms opinion. So I'm a little bit split. Let me explain. You remember many months ago, I believe it's been 2 years ago now, maybe even 3 years ago now, I did a video when $15 an hour minimum wage was being proposed. And I did a video showing how a certain Chicago car wash, when they implemented the $15 an hour minimum wage, it was enough to overcome that initial cost for him to automate his car wash. When employers have to all of a sudden pay their multiple employees $15 an hour, it makes automation look a lot better. There's the initial upfront cost, but in the long term, it's a lot cheaper than paying a $15 hour minimum wage. And then later, the owner of that car wash came back and said, I thank you so much because that $15 an hour minimum wage was the best thing I could have done. I fired almost every single one of my employees. I've only got 2 employees. I'm saving so much money right now. And he's not wrong. And it was at that point when I said I needed to adjust, because at some point something is going to come through and devastate the service sector, the employees of the service sector. So I invested in venture capitalism and other venues accordingly, and they are coming to fruition at a very fast rate. And all this going on now has only accelerated the rate in which things are growing. I have quite literally invested in organizations that are divested into eliminating the jobs of the very people that I work with. Because in the end, I have to look after me and mine for sure, but it is a little weird. As far as work goes, I took time off today because my feet were killing me, number 1. Number 2, because now I can afford to. And the more I'm able to afford to, the more I'm like, I don't want to go to work. I want to do this. And everything is coming together on a personal level. However, that is because we've reached a point where the rich are going to get richer and the poor are going to get poorer, and the middle class is going to virtually disappear. And I decided a long time ago what side of the fence that I wanted to be on. I used to be on one side. I was poor. I was eating out of dumpsters and sleeping under bushes and damn near starved to death and died of thirst almost twice. I still suffer psychological issues from that. I have to have multiple liquids around me at all times. I don't even know I'm doing it. I have one liquid right here. I know. It's a NOS, but it's a liquid. It's not psychologically, it's not what it is, it's psychologically having a liquid. And what I have here, yet another liquid. And I have water sitting right there. Ask anybody who knows me. It collects. I will have, I don't know, it's just a psychological thing. That nearly dying of thirst was quite a horrible experience. It really was. So it's something I can't get over. But I've been on that side of the fence. And those are the consequences, and that's the life of living on that side of the fence. And the further down that side of the fence you go, the worse it is. And then I went to college and got a good career and listened to all the richest people in the world and their advice and how they made it, and studied and researched, and I have a knack, a habit of being able to read the writing on the wall before most. and adjust accordingly. That's how I was able to get off the streets, which was a monumentous effort. It's almost impossible to get off the streets from flat homelessness to where I am in just a short few years like I have. And then when I can see where the world is going, where the rich are getting richer and they can cut corners, and technology is the way to go to cut corners and cut staff members, and that $15 an hour minimum wage, and now this whole thing going on here, and yeah, automation is the way to go. And so now everything is going to fruition, and if it comes to where it goes in 3 years, I'll be set. I'll be set. We'll see. But as a nation, I don't like it. I see our rights being stripped away. I see people being forced to wear masks in their homes. I see the nonsensicalness of it. You enter into a business. They have a form that they read you. Have you had your fever? I understand that one. Nope, no fever. Gotcha. You're good. Any symptoms? Gotcha. You're good. Okay, I understand that question. Been around anybody who's been infected? I got you. Understand that question. The last question I don't understand. Have you been around anybody in a group of 5 or more people? Now, if I were going to answer honestly, I would say no. But the minute I walk in this restaurant and start working, you've got 10 employees, and now I'm around 10 people. So what have we accomplished? If I'm around a group of 5 people and they have masks on, and then I come into your restaurant and it has a group of 10 people and they all have masks on, what's the difference? You're asking me if I've been around a group of 5 people, or you're not going to let me enter your restaurant, but by enter your restaurant, I'm instantly among a group of 10 to 20 people who themselves are in contact with people constantly. So what did we accomplish? I just see nonsensical stripping away of the rights, and that concerns me. It concerns me that they're being stripped away so easily. There used to be a method that the Communist Party put out on how they would destroy the United States. First step was control the thought process of the women. Because if you control the thought process of the women, you will control the thought process of the men. Makes sense. Not only does the relationship... I can't even say the words, so I'm just going to drop it there. YouTube won't even let me explain it properly because I can't use the words to explain it. It's the other thing that nags on me. But back to our rights. Joe Biden said it was going to be a dark winter. I agree. It is going to be a dark winter. You're not going to have very many choices, and they are going to not give you very many choices. I'm very concerned with our rights and where they're going. On a personal level, yeah. On a personal level, absolutely. 100%. I love it. On a personal level. You guys are just making me rich. And the rich get richer, and the poor get poorer. And I'm coming from both sides of the fence. From homelessness, where money comes and it goes. You can't even live paycheck to paycheck. You need that paycheck beforehand. You need that money now because you need to survive. To where I am now, where you want a few $1,000s on a venture capital investment, and I understand there's no positive liquidation. I got you. I hear you. Go through all the steps, the validations, the verification of my income, and then you take a few $1,000s, and I wait 3 years, and lo and behold, I made a wise decision, and here you are, boom. You're making 11, 12, $20 million deals with these places to put the very people that I work with out of business. But that's business. And that's what I'm trying to warn you. That is business. I am literally investing and putting the money that the people that I work with give me and reinvesting it into putting them out of business so that way I can make more money. And that's business. And that's also politics. You've got to watch yourselves, America. What are you doing? What do you see? Because I see both sides. I've been both sides. I love you guys. I don't think you know. I don't think you realize what we're stepping into here. And what side of the fence are you on right now? Because I'm okay where I'm at. I'm on the side of the fence where literally I don't even have to do anything and I get further and further away from the fence. Every time I wake up in the morning, I've made more money than, I'm worth a little bit more than when I went to bed. I'm perfectly okay with that. When I was homeless, I used to look at windows. I used to dream about those people and their lives, eating those meals, those steaks, drinking the wine, wearing the watches. I said, I'm going to be there someday. And I gave up everything to get to that point. And now I'm coming to that point. Everything is coming to fruition. I saw this coming a long time ago. Unfortunately, it's at the stake of our rights, and I feel bad about that. I almost feel like I'm advancing on your shoulders, on your rights. Because quite honestly, the two sides of the fence, as much as I really hate to say it, your rights are tied on that as well. The rich do have more rights. Think about it. I love you guys. I care about you guys. I'll see you on the next one.